Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Advanced Windows Defense. How do you feel? Ready for another session? I think you enjoy. Nice to see same faces back in the session. I believe we prepared something, me and my feelings. I prepared something good for you guys, and I hope you will enjoy it. So, good news. Everybody in this session is going to get awards, free swag. Hear me? No? All right, I think you can hear me now. Quickly, I work for EM. All right, sound issues. I work for EMT Technology in Dubai. It's basically a holding. Probably you noticed my accent, but seriously, it's not my fault. Let me tell you a story. Sorry, guys.
Okay, Byron, go to the handheld. I'm going to switch packs.
Not my fault. Let me tell you why. Turkish parents. I was born in Germany, living in Germany for a while. Then for the last 16 years, I was in Australia. Just moved to Dubai. So this is what's coming out. Just to let you know, most of you will get immune to my accent very shortly. But if you don't get it in the next 5 minutes, please leave the room because I'm not going to be able to change the accent. Okay? So I had some feedback saying, oh, I couldn't understand the accent. It's not going to change, so don't waste your time. But promise, you will get immunity. Encryption keys comes with it for free. All right, I'm doing my PhD. Soon, hopefully, I'm going to be Doctor of Information Technology, working as CISO. And this is my contact details if you want to join me up later. The good thing is, all of you, if you start tweeting about this session, you will all get a free antivirus. I need the microphone. Yeah. You will get a free antivirus, so please get into your phones. Forget about swiping right or left. Just tweet about the session. All of you will get anti-malware for free. All right, let's start. What is important to you? I want you to think. It's a level 200 session. I will take it a bit easy. So, seriously, just close your eyes for a second, but make sure your phones are in your hands, just in case. What is important to you? Your family? Your friends? Elias today as well. Maybe your ID? This is from the internet. If you came to my session yesterday, you know how I gained it. Maybe your business. Sorry if you're working to one of these companies, but that's a fact. Or maybe your customers. Well, maybe your reputation. Because if you get hacked in a big company, it's you who's in the fire. Maybe your career. You know, you are in the news, but not always in a positive way. Maybe it's going to be in a negative way. Here's very recent news. I don't know if anybody recognizes this gentleman here. TV5 won't hack. Staff accidentally show passwords in report about huge cyber attack. You don't believe me? Look carefully. Is it not good enough? So the question here is, what is important to you? You are here at Ignite. You want to learn something, and something which will help you to protect your environments. So, do you remember? Probably not you were too young. But we used to have a phone, a PC, and a fax machine, right? And this was all. What about today? Sir, how many applications you got in your environment? Yeah.
Way too many.
Way too many to count. Ma'am, what about you? Same. Sorry, I can't speak to you up there, but you can see me there? All right, how do you gonna manage all of these? I think most of you have all these in your organizations already. This means more vulnerabilities. This means more attack vectors, or more to protect. I'm not saying they're vulnerable, okay? So the question here is, how do you know your Windows environment? Look, it's impossible to know everything. I told you, I work as Chief Information Security Officer. It's my job to work with the best security team to make sure that I'm protected. So if you try to do everything by yourself, it's really impossible. I can see some famous people here in the audience. Hey, would you like to call, do you know Marcus Murray? No? Hey, would you like to come and do a live demo for us about hacking? No. Come on, yes, come on. He says no. Would you like him to join us to a live demo? Come on, Marcus. Yes. Come on. So I want to show you that everybody can be hacked, including myself. Hey, Doctor of Information Security?
No.
teaching classes, come on, you have to come, you have no choice. I will show you your secret photos. I got it on my phone. I can connect it.
What?
Please, come on, guys, make him come. Oh, come.
This is embarrassing.
Come on.
I usually prep my demos.
What do you mean do you prep? Let's say
what do you want me to do?
Street. You're a martial art fighter, Olympic fighter. I attack you in the street. And
what?
You say, sorry,
what?
I can't fight now? I'm not prepped? Is this acceptable? Come on, interactive session. It's about having fun as well while you're learning. It's been different, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Come on, Marcus, show us. What can you do?
With what? With whose computer? Your computer?
Yeah, here's my one.
Is that yours?
Yes, I think it's number 7.
No, wait. You can... Is this your computer on screen? Put it on screen.
Yes, that's my computer. Here's a mouse for you.
Okay, put it on screen.
So let me just join number 8.
What's your computer name? What is the name of your computer?
My name is Erdal with the number 3.
So your computer name is Erdal number 3.
It's my computer, not yours.
Yeah, okay. This can take a little bit of time, but can you hold this for me?
For sure. Hey, I'm helping my hacker. It's like the guy who's going to kill me. Can you please kill me?
I don't kill Australians. They're so defenseless. It's like taking candy from a kid.
A Swedish guy is telling me that.
Well, people believe we're nice. We're not really nice, but we pretend to be.
I live in Dubai. We got lots of money there.
No, not Erdal. You are badly owned by Marcus.
Hey.
Are you on speaker? Can you turn it up?
Can you... What happened? Did you notice he didn't even touch my computer yet?
Knock Erdal. You are badly owned by Marcus.
How badly?
How badly? You want to know how bad? Okay, give me another second. I have to do some coding. Wait.
So can't you hack and talk at the same time? No multitasking?
Well, that's why I usually bring the wolf.
Oh, the wolf is here as well, so we're gonna get them later probably as well. Be ready.
You are not dealing with a script kiddie right now. When I say owned, I mean you are toast. I own you big time.
Big time. So what have you done? Sorry, you did not even touch my computer. Can you please tell these guys how well they know their environment?
You want me to do more?
More? Hey, please. I have a presentation, another session here after, and these guys have to...
Can you bring up your presentation or something? Whatever.
Here we go.
Wait.
Knock Erdal.
Oh.
You are badly owned by Marcus.
Wait.
By the way, if you're enjoying the session, please tweet.
Do you know how you're owned? Your presentation is gone, by the way.
I need the presentation. I have to present.
I can put something better up there.
I thought I'm good in security. Being doctor in information security doesn't help. Teaching worldwide IT classes doesn't help. Hey, Erdal, UMass.
Can I go now? Am I excused?
Come on. Thank you very much, Marcus. Would you like to tell what you have done, or you will not share your secret?
I can tell you afterwards what I did.
All right, cool.
Or you want to know now?
Would you like to know now?
Why?
I thought we were friends for years, and
Okay,
now you showed me stupid in front
Do
of
you remember yesterday evening?
Oh, no.
I sent
tell
you
them
my
about that.
I sent you my PowerPoint presentation.
Yes?
That's when you got owned.
Now I know why these guys are not using PowerPoint in their session. All right. What can I say? So, hey, did you own this computer as well? So, the question here is, thank you, Marcus. So, everybody can be hacked. If you don't know that you can be hacked, then if you think I'm secure, like, there was a survey going on, I'm pretty sure you came across on the internet. There are so many CISOs, CEOs, Chief Information Financial Officers thinking they can't be hacked. But because they think they can't be hacked, because they think they're secure, what's going to happen? Get hacked. So I live in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and the crime rate is nearly zero there. You can lose your head for that. But I got a car, a good car, and I still lock it. I still got insurance on it. It doesn't mean because the crime rate is zero, people are not going to steal it. So I will still use my prevention method. So what is it in your Windows environment? There is a beautiful saying, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. This was said thousands of years ago, man. So why am I sharing this with you? This is a report from a presentation which I done for Secunia. By the way, they have beautiful speakers here. I'm going to give it away. Last year, it cost more than $400 billion for the global economy. I mean, I can ask one of you, sir, the guy who's taking the photo, how much did you spend on your security services personally? Forget about the company. I mean, antivirus, up-to-date, all this stuff. Probably you don't even know. Anybody here is in the security department knows, can give me a figure, how much they're spending? Lots of, right? So what are we going to do? Here's an example. Hackers hit 100 banks. Look, last year, me and the Wolf, Hussein, we done a presentation. This session called Advanced Windows Defense. And we done a phishing attack, spear phishing attack. One of you wrote in the feedback, hey, year 2014, are you still doing phishing attack? And look at the date, February 15, 2015. $1 billion was stolen. Just to give you an indication, this equals to 1 ton of weight. Oh no, this is America. What is 1 ton in pounds? Can somebody convert it? It's lots, too heavy. So, 2,000 pounds. Oh yeah, times 2. That was easy. So, but how did they do that? But before that, let's stop and chat. Let's be honest. Who's patching their computers if there is forget about it, I'm talking about yourself. Let's say Microsoft release a patch. How fast are you patching your computer, sir? Within a couple of weeks. That's urgent patch. All right, let's say you're in an organization, you use WSUS, you have a test group. In a good scenario, 72 hours. But what about your third-party applications? Seriously. I mean, most of the hacks happen with third-party applications. Anybody not using Java? Not using. So what's your phone? You said no? Oh. So you said no as well here? No? We all do, 3 billion devices. Google, Firefox, not Edge though, that's Internet Explorer. Apple, you know, all these vulnerabilities. How do you manage your patch environment? Seriously. Yesterday I done a presentation, and please go watch it. Free tool called PSI from Secunia. If not, use CSI, which will help you to patch these. If not, there are dozens of others. You can have a look. 0 days are expensive. You can go to onion rings and purchase them. But be very honest. Who's going to spend $50,000 to hack a company, or who has friends like Marcus who can hack you in a second? Not too many of us. So for me, I call Patch Tuesday Exploit Wednesday. Why? Hackers are humans. They are in IT, like you. We are lazy. What does Patch Tuesdays mean? It means, hey, dear Windows users, Raymond is there. He lives in 1 Microsoft Way, building 24, and his Windows is broken. So if he doesn't call a Windows repairer, you can go and steal his stuff from the office. Is this not what a Patch Tuesday does? All right, what does the hacker do? Write a malware. An attack from that. I mean, I done it last year. Please go ahead and watch my session from last year. I don't want to do a repeat. Plus, it's a level 200 session. But what they do is, they write a third-party, they write a malware, then they look for attack vectors, and they own you. What does it mean? Remember that $1 billion? It was generated via phishing attack. You know what they done? They targeted the bank employee. They sent the email. They own just one device first. One device. Then, from there, they waited. For 4 months, they watched all activity inside the bank. From there, they started to spread inside the network. We have a saying, the more silent you are, the more you can hear. What does this mean? They were watching, recording the screen for 4 months. They were looking how the money is transferred within the bank. As a result, they controlled the ATMs. Every Sunday, 2 a.m., it was disposing cash automatically. This is a live from Kaspersky Lab, by the way. They used screen recording software, customized, to see what is going on there. Or they play the game in a different way. While they're owning the ATMs, which is running Windows XP, they used a secret code to start the ATM. That ATM was generating a secret code which was matching the phone which they carry. They enter the code, the command center checks how much money is in the ATM, cash has been disposed out. This is not a movie, Black Hat, that you watch. It is real life. And yes, Mr. Smartman, I hope you are here. $1 billion was stolen with a phishing attack. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to teach you so you can go and implement these strategies. Because if you're not aware, you cannot protect. Here's a child. Ma'am, don't you teach your children not to accept lollies from others? It's a gift? I hope you do. She doesn't. Ooh. Did you watch Marcus' session yesterday? He was giving free USB sticks with virus on it. Customized. So, look at this. That was the Carbanak virus. They had a control center running on Windows XP again. They had video recorder, and they stole the money. So, run a backdoor with the attachment, watch the bank, own the money. All right, I know, it's advanced Windows defense. So how are you going to defend yourself? I gave an example of vulnerabilities. Look, I got all these tools in my laptop. I can just switch over. Marcus, can I use my laptop, please? Thank you.
Ha 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 ha.
It was funny. So I can go ahead, run Metasploit, Nextpulse, great tools, I love it. Kali Linux, seriously, I love it. Yesterday we had a session with Raymond, my photographer, God knows where he is. We showed you some tools. This gentleman showed you some tools. I'm not going to talk about tools. I'm lazy. I want a tool or a software or a vulnerability management system which tells me what is out for me there. A very quick demo. I can do it live, like yesterday again. This is my Vim from Secunia. I can just go ahead and subscribe to some emails saying, hey, I'm using, for example, Google Chrome. I can just go here. Then, you know what, let's go to database, search. I can just search for any vulnerabilities which I have and find solutions. Or, you know how this works? You upload your SSLets. You say, okay, I'm using Google Smart TV. I'm using Microsoft Link. I'm using Windows XP. You upload your SSLets there, and as soon as there is a 0-day or vulnerability, it emails it to you straight away. Of course, you can't distribute that. It's under license. I think, can I show one example of the email? Yes? Just in case. Here's my email. I'm going to use my university email address. I told you I still work at Charles Sturt University. Here's my Secunia. That's the latest email, a couple of days ago. It says, hey, there is a vulnerability. The references are here. That's the software, Adobe Air 16X. That's the solution. That's the description. So I don't have to run any tool. Someone is watching out the dangers for me. It's like the weather forecast. It's like the, you know, if there's emergency, you know, there's alarm, then we go out. They're watching it for us, and they send an email to warn us, which I love. I'm not going to do much demo. It's level 200, and I have a couple of other surprises, but I guess you understand what's going on here. For example, Flash. I just click Flash, search. By the way, this is based on my laptop here, what I'm using. And the good thing is, it sends also me an email with a report. Now, when you look for it, you can find it. Before I was hacked, I had that email open. Marcus, can you open that email for me, please?
Do you really want me to?
No. All right, you know, it's just a beautiful PDF report that's been generated. Leave my sound alone. And look at this. It tells exactly what I can do. So when you're in danger, when you're in need, it gives you the solution straight away, step by step, what you can do. So a beautiful tool which I love. And seriously, I recommend it because I love it. If not, you can be in the news, of course. What happened to Sony? What happened to Barack Obama? What happened to Pentagon? What happened to Target? Who's not a customer of any of these? Who wants to be in the news? Marcus can make you in the news. So,
Edel, I have a question for you. Would you like me to format your hard drive?
no, please leave it alone. All right. In summary, so we should not let our data fall into wrong hands. What will happen? they will make fun of you in front of 4,000 people plus live audience here, right? God knows how many people is watching live at the moment. You want to say hi to all of them? I couldn't hear it. So God knows who's watching it. Maybe nobody. Hackers are getting smarter. As they're getting smarter, you have to know their attack vectors. You have to know what they do. I want to do a live feedback here. Who is reading the news every day, the hacking news, every day? Every couple of days, subscribe to email addresses. Who is not in a security team? Who doesn't care about security? Can I see hands? Good one. It used to be a common error. Hey, I'm not in security team, I don't care. Really? Really? So the question here is, what can we do? What are the mitigations? How can we have an advanced Windows Defense environment? Before I go there, I want to also ask, please, who is not downloading stuff from the internet, which is paid but for free? Who is not? All of you, beautiful. So we never download licensed stuff for free, right? We always pay. But the question here is, which I asked yesterday as well, why? Why is a hacker spending the time and giving it for free? Marcus, why? All right, I'm not going to tease him. He's going to kick me out this thing. No. I think we all understand it. They wrap viruses in the applications that we like for free. We double-click. While we do that, they own us, such as receiving a PowerPoint, some tips from my session today, and I was owned. As a result, I was hacked. What can we do? Look, antiviruses are good, but not the very best. They will help you, but in certain era. What about insiders? What about social media? I mean, if you didn't watch my session yesterday, Zombies in Social Media, I would recommend you to watch it later. We did cover the dangers of social media and how it can affect your business. You should prioritize the data sent in terms of it's important to your business. So hybrid cloud, beautiful. Having segmented network, beautiful. Defense in depth, beautiful. But implementing it in the right way. 10, 12 years ago, security used to be having 2 different firewalls, having a DMZ area, and I'm secure. Really? What about port 80? What about client-side attacks? What about man-in-the-middle attacks? So it didn't work. Then we said patch management. Yeah, you patch all my computer's up to date with everything. But I'm stupid enough to double-click. I didn't even double-click, yeah. I opened that PowerPoint, and it was PowerPoint. What he done probably, he attached a script, I guess, into one of the pictures, which make my computer his computer. We're going to do more demos, by the way. Don't worry. Vulnerability intelligence. Yesterday, I demonstrated the free one, PSI. If you're using Android, there's PSI for Android. If you want to buy, there is the corporate inspector. What else can you do? So, we have someone else here. And I'm going to talk about some modern threat environments, such as Device Guard. It's new in Windows 10. For that, I want you to go and watch Chris Hallum's session. And Windows, I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm not allowed, okay? They're going to talk about it in their sessions. But I'm pretty sure you heard about it. Device Guard is basically the OEM is going to put the protection before the computer is shipped to you. So they're going to try to minimize the attack environment. Then, identity protection, access control. I see Hassan here. Would you like to come and show us what we can do, Hassan? Of course, he's going to say no, but come on. Would you like Hassan to do a demo for us? Come on, Hussein. No, you do demos. I'm lazy. I'm a chief information security officer. I work with good persons to make this happen. Come on, Hussein, please.
He's got the money.
I got the money, I pay you. That's...
You have a VM environment?
Come. They can't hear you. He's asking me some questions. I can't hear you too. Yes. He said, are you okay, Adele? I said, yes. Thank you, Hussein.
Let's see.
So, look, I was talking about information protection, threat resistance. Let's complete my sentence after you set up. Windows 10, the good news is going to be for free. By the way, I'm gonna quickly switch to my computer. This morning, I took 2 photos, which I want you to see. One is here. So he is not using Windows XP. Can I see hands until he sets up? Windows XP, who is not? Half of them, okay. What about if I show you a picture? All right. Not this one.
He's crazy today.
I am. Where is that photo? I lost that photo, seriously. Ah, yeah, this photo here. This is in the space. Do you see the computer? NASA in the space, look what they're using. Did you notice? Multi-bit, no. You said no.
This must have been shipped to the space station way ago.
No, it's a new one. What about now? Windows XP. I got a photo, Swiss hotel, I'm staying there. They lift, use Windows 95. Yeah, and they have 6 of them. They carry hundreds of people every day. Do you give me more examples? I think no need. You get the message. Are you ready, Hussein?
Yes.
You are number
7, I guess it is.
All right. Let's see what Hussein is going to show us.
It's actually a good opportunity because I stumbled upon this tweet this morning. The owner of this tweet is Benjamin Delphi, which is the creator of the Mimikatz tools. And Mimikatz, those of you who attended our session knows that we use Mimikatz to extract credentials, derived credentials in the system. What he's writing right now, that's the most recent release of Windows 10, doesn't allow you to get any live credentials anymore. So this is the end of story for this type of activity. It's actually, Twitter is not allowing him to type that much. It's just adding another one. He says, let me just see. He says, congrats to the Microsoft security team for that. So the guy is crediting the Microsoft security team for the most recent release of Windows 10. This is the future. This is how the future is looking like. So most of these problems will be very easy to deal with. But I would just like to show you some of what you can do today, and I will just do it in one combined demo. So this is a VM running on my machine, and I'm just logging in using a virtual smart card. So that's one feature I would like to address. Well, PIN code is easy. You can just type it with one hand.
Okay.
You don't need any complex passwords anymore. Just
yeah, password one.
yeah, that's the awesomeness of virtual smart cards. So just regular PIN code. It could be just numbers if you would like to. It could be an alphanumeric password, of course. So I'm logging in using a virtual smart card, which is hosted on my laptop using my TPM chip. It delivers the same type of security model as regular smart card does. Besides that, actually, the user I'm logged in with has some other special features enabled. So if I do the who am I, and check what secure groups this user belongs to. This is just a regular user in the domain. He's not a domain admin, not local admin. He belongs to the protected user groups and the server admin groups. So what does that mean? The protected user group is a feature in Active Directory. With the release of Windows Server 2012 R2, we received the protected user functionality. If you put anybody in the protected user, you will tell all the computers in the domain not to keep any fresh credentials for that user. This is pretty close what we are seeing happening in Windows 10. It's not really there. We still have the Kerberos ticket going around. It's still extractable and reusable, but everything else will basically disappear. So no cache passwords, no anti-hashes, no nothing of that. But the Kerberos ticket will be still around. Let me just show you the effect of that. Let's just run as an admin. Now I need my both hands. So I'm elevating just with the local admin and going to my demo. And just let's run the Mimikatz. Fixing our privileges. And doing the logon password. So these are the fresh credentials available in the system. As you can see here, this is my local admin account I just logged in with. This is the anti-hash for that admin account is available in the memory. We don't have any clear text passwords available. This is by default since Windows 8.1. So Windows 8.1 won't store clear text passwords by default. And if we look for the admin guy down here, this is the admin. I was logged in using the virtual smart card. This one doesn't even have any anti-hashes. So this is the protected user groups. So if you have any high-priv accounts you would like to protect, push more protection on these guys, you can use the protected user groups. Now, there is a downside of everything. The virtual smart card I'm using, that's the PIN code for it. Okay, so, well, the system obviously caches the PIN code, but yet you cannot steal the virtual smart card because the keys are hosted in TPM chip. So the security level doesn't allow you to extract the keys themselves, although you know the PIN. So if you own this machine, then you learn what the PIN code is. Another nice thing going on here is actually if I look at my Kerberos tickets, I look for my Kerberos tickets for the user. And just notice the validity time of the Kerberos ticket. It's starting from now this local Swedish time. That's 6 p.m., 6:20 p.m., and stretching it to 7:04. That's only 45 minutes. So every time I log on to this system with this account, the Kerberos ticket will only be valid for 45 minutes, nothing more. So I'm just narrowing down the time frame as much as I can do right now, and it's the bare minimum is 45 minutes. I cannot go beyond that one. So this is another feature. This is something we do with authentication policies in Active Directory. This is another feature that was released in Windows Server 2012 R2 and the Active Directory component there. So we got the protected user account, we got the authentication policies and authentication policy silos, and we got the virtual smart card in one. Now, what about that security group I was a member of, the server admin group? Let's go back to Active Directory and just check the server admin group. This is a custom group I just created myself, of course. And if we look here, we don't have any members. This group is empty. My Kerberos ticket is telling I'm a member of this group, but this is yet an empty group. So if I try to add somebody here, let's just say, okay, we would like to add this admin guy or anybody else, and hit the OK button. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Members, not member of. And try to get that going. I'm actually getting an error message, if you can see it down there. It says failed This is an OID map group. You cannot add static members to that group. This group is governed by Active Directory itself. It's governed by all the domain controllers. So if you have a specific set of attributes available in your logon certificate, you will receive dynamic membership in that group. And then I can give the proper permission level to my whatever server admins or domain admins or whoever that could be, to set it on this group. If they log on with a virtual smart card with that specific certificate on it, with those attributes, they will be the server admins or the domain admins. Unless that, they are just regular users in my domain. So these are some of the features we've received in the most recent release of Active Directory, Windows Server 2012 R2, which you guys have access to. This is not about upgrading to the latest and greatest Windows Server 2016 yet. We don't need to wait for that. We can use this right now, right away. You just need to push your Active Directory to the 2012 R2 level, and then all of these are available for you guys.
What about information protection and threat resistance?
There are new tools in regards to threat analysis and threat information. A new tool that was released this week. If you just go back and watch the keynote, there is a threat analysis tool that was released. Just take a look at that one. Very recommended. It's the same thing Microsoft is, almost the same thing Microsoft is using in Windows Azure. So I would highly recommend that one. And then there are a whole bunch of data protection mechanism available. Everything from dynamic access control, RMS, and so forth.
So how much does it going to cost us? I mean, when we say Advanced Windows Defense,
this is
so
built,
do we have to build in?
This is
okay.
Built in. You don't need to pay. You already paid the license.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the format so far. My clicker. So, what else? More mitigations. Encryption. Again, I want to ask a quick question. I got a session today at 3 o'clock about encryption with Antonio from Microsoft, so I'm not going to talk too much about it now, but who's using BitLocker? All right, now, please leave the hands up. Who's using BitLocker in their Active Directory? And I'm the domain controller. Only 3-4 hands. I hope you get the message. So the importance of encryption is getting more and more. And how can you do that in a network level? Who's using IPv6? Hands, please. Nobody. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I give you a speaker. US2. Only one person or anybody else up there? If you come down, I'm going to give you a speaker as well. Yeah, you. All right, and IPv6, what is the importance of it? Like, you can go with IPv4, create your IPsec environment, which is inbuilt to IPv6. I know it's not easy to always do that, but if you're still with IPv4, you can still use IPsec. Yesterday in my presentation, I also showed that most of the common attacks could be just minimized with limited user rights. That's not always the case. We saw different presentations from Hussein and Marcus. Sometimes a limited user right has enough rights to get hacked, such as my account. I'm not the administrator, but I was still hacked. And he's showing my screen. All right, it's not always the case, but remember, I said mitigation. Locking your car is not going to help you to your car not to be stolen, but it will make it just harder. And that's what I say. I always give this example. Who's the best protected presidents in the world? American presidents, right? What happened to Lincoln and JF Kennedy? So terrorists want to kill them, they did. What happened to Obama's emails? People wanted to read them, they did. So just mitigation. Have different levels of admin accounts for different groups. I mean, service accounts will be good. UAC, again, we did present about it. Please go and watch it. I don't want to do a repeat session. And whitelisting, application whitelisting. I want to see hands again. How many of you are using application whitelisting? 1/3, maybe 1/3. which is good, which is free, which is there for you. Details are on the other sessions. But are these enough to protect your Windows environment? I say no. What are the best practices? Okay, are you going to always hire professionals? Sometimes you don't have the budget. So be aware. Then try to find workaround. Look, if you can't purchase Vim, use USCert website. Anybody knows USCert website? USCert.org? 3-4 people. Hey, it's free vulnerability intelligence. What else? Keep an eye on your assets. Like, when you leave the table in the restaurant, don't you check if your wallet and your phone is in your pocket? I think we all do, right? Our keys. Natural reflex. But why you're not keeping an eye in your digital assets? So why I'm sharing all this with you? Again, it comes back to my presentation, the beginning. What is really important to you? Your family, your business, your reputation, they're all chained to each other. So you can't just say, like, I invited Marcus here, but, you know, let's say it's a fight. He can't just say, I don't want to fight, I don't feel today fighting. You know, you can't just say, sorry, I don't have protection, I don't want to get hacked today. I hope you get the message. Risk management. Who's using risk management plan? Who has no clue of risk management? Can I see hands, please? Who doesn't use risk management in day-to-day life? We all do. We drive. When we drive, you got a car. Sir, do you got a car? How much is a car worth, roughly? You can lie, nobody knows. $10,000. God forbidden, if you make an accident today, how quick can you buy the same car again? $10,000 cash. Insurance. So you transfer the risk to the insurance company. Sir, do you remember when you started walking? No? Didn't you, I mean, if you look at the kids around when they start to walk, you know, they said, can I walk? No, then they fall down, you know, then they don't walk anymore for a couple of weeks until they forgot. So risk management is built into us. So what you have to do is, you have to just implement it to your environment to have the best Windows defense. Maybe this doesn't sound advanced to you, but trust me, the devil is hidden in the detail. And basic stuff will help you to have the maximum protection. So the enterprise monitoring strategy, having proper auditing policies, use SCM. We did demonstration with LIS, what, 5 years ago about that, right? 4 years ago at TechEd. Security Configuration Manager, or there are so many other policies that you can use. And prioritize. What do you really want to do? If you prioritize, make sure you have network segmentation. And of course, it's really important to use authentication, authorization technologies. But I get all of these. Marcus wanted to hack me. He planned. He did. So, you have to prevent. To be able to prevent, you have to find. To find, you have to react. And we have a security process for that, which is intangible. If you look carefully here, we have the foundation, the hardening, the advanced intelligence, which will help, you know, based on the risk and cost. It's analysis, basically. If you have any project managers in the room, SWOT analysis. So you should be able to think what you have. It does not apply only to your company. Sir, right at the top there, do you use online banking? You don't want to talk, or I can't hear you? Yes, you use online banking. What if they steal your money? You don't want this to happen. For that, you have to implement these strategies based on your environment. Ma'am, you said you have kids. What if they double-click? Okay, who's not doing IT support for their moms and dads? Who's not? We all do. How many times your mom and dad did get in trouble you had to fix? Or your best friend? Too many. So you can't just say, I don't care. Maybe at work you can, but don't forget, it's a chain. Maybe it's a Facebook picture today, which is harmless, you while changing your baby's nappy. In 25 years, that baby is going to become a prime minister, and someone is going to use it against them. You don't believe me? What happened to Merkel, Germany prime president? You know what happened to her? They found her naked pictures while she was 17. And they did try to use it against her. She said, hey, use it public. And they did. They published it. They tried to use some benefits. She didn't give it away. So it's all in a chain. So I would highly recommend for you to have a valuable source of vulnerability intelligence that you can trust. I showed Sequoia, but use UAssert. Use Nessus. Use Nexpose. You know, there are so many other. Use Kali. I'm not saying use just Sequoia. Pay attention to third-party patching. Make sure you know what to do when the day comes. So I want to give you some statistics here. Some statistics from last year. Can I use my computer? All right, what happened in 2014? So I got time, I think I can show the statistics. To do that, Raymond knows we were doing a preparation. I read many reports, and I did summarize it for you. I guess not most of you did read it. So, pointer's not going to work. In 2014, 65% of all emails was spam. This is less than the previous 3 years. But if you look carefully, the significant numbers has continued to be spread by email. Me had this in slide. What happened to me last night via email? Same thing, right? Targeted attack, which we call phishing. And actually now I'm going to make it 2, thanks to Marcus. 2 in 392 emails was a phishing attack. 1 in 196 emails contained a malware. And you saw the example what happened to that banks. They lost $1 billion. Why? Because the targeted attacks are going every single year, which creates breaches, more than 10 million identities exposed. And if there are too much statistics going on, which I'm gonna leave it here. So if you're on one of these countries, such as Turkey, Brazil, France, India, United States, you see the virus distribution centers worldwide. The more the red is, the more in trouble you are. You might say, I don't care. I don't do anything with China. Really? We know that China has a professional army who works to help people. You know what happened between Sony and government, right? If you don't, please have a look. I'm not going to talk about it. So I'm sharing all this with you for a reason. And the main reason is to make you aware. So any questions so far before I come to my summary? Any questions? We can use the microphone. I got some awards to give away. And all of you will get some presents, so if you tweet about the session. No questions so far? All right. I'm also ISO risk auditor. What I do is I used to do, to be honest, do risk assessments and lead implementation based on ISO 20001 and 20005 standards. So the first thing is usually physical security. After we put the physical security, then the server security comes through via softwares. What we do use the PDCA strategy. Plan, do, check, act. So first you're going to envision. You're going to plan. So I think I had yesterday many questions telling people, they were asking me, okay, Errol, I'm a developer, what can I do? My first question is, when you decide to build this application, did you have security in mind? Yes, then do it. Yes, then check it. Of course, there's going to be some flaws. Act and fix it. And this is a continuous process, which goes. So it should always improve itself, which we call quality improvement. In summary, there is two types of organizations. Those who realize they've been hacked, and those who haven't yet realized they've been hacked. In which side are you? Again, I want to do a quick statistic here. Who never, who thinks I'm 100% secure? Hands? I can show you statistics. I'm going to switch back to my laptop quickly. And this source is there by defending yesterday the Global State of Information Security Survey. Look at the CEOs, CFOs, and how they responded. So trusting yourself too much is not the case. The case is it's time to act. It's time to react because the outside is really wild and we can be in really trouble. We can hit the news for those. Not take action against the protection. So, moving forward, there will be two types of organizations. Those who adopt a modern threat environment, those who don't. Modern threat environment is not always buying the latest software. Thanks God now Windows 10 upgrade is going to be free. But the question is, how many of us can upgrade straight away without testing all our applications? How many of us are we going to take action against that? So, we've done the demo already. So, I got a final question before you go. How safe is your computer? Not terribly, right? So, I'm gonna cut it here. I don't wanna, scare more or do much stuff. So, I'm saying thank you. I would like to special thanks to the Wolf and Marcus as well. We built a scenario for you to show you how the world can be dangerous. And to be honest, he did hack me as well. So, it's possible. So, special thanks to Marcus and Hussein. We did not. And everyone who tweets will win. So please tweet. Twitter is there. All of you will get some presents. And I have some speakers. If you ask some questions, we still got some time. I can answer the questions. The microphones here. So question time.
Hello.
Yes.
What about the mobile phone and the threat about how can they stop all threats in mobile phones?
All right, the question is, what about mobile phones and the threats on mobile phones? I can show you another statistics, which is sitting in my laptop. I think based on a study, more than 86% of the mobile applications has been tested and they have some sort of vulnerability. And a good example, even I showed it yesterday in one of my sessions, even a harmless game is sending some information about your IP address, your date of birth, your exact location. So you can't always trust on which mobile application. Sometimes you go and you see 5-star. It was on the news again. There are some hired people which have hundreds of phones in front of them. They rate the application itself. They make it look like it's secure, but in reality, it is just another social engineering attack to make you believe. What was a social engineering attack? Basically, human hacking. Any other question? That's for you, by the way. That's yours.
So you mentioned, and we witnessed with Marcus's file that he sent him over here, you know, your mom, your grandma, whatever, if they end up being part of a botnet or something to that effect, you know, you've got Malwarebytes, you have the antivirus, Windows Defender, are there any other specialized tools that can go and do like a deep search of the system to check for that kind of stuff? Or if it's like kind of homebrewed like what Marcus did, are we just kind of...
Yes, David, discuss that. I mean, if you want, you can answer it yourself as well. Look, I can show you. I'm up to date. I got a couple of antivirus, actually. Okay? I'm part of Secure Boot and everything, but he still was able to hack me. I'll give you the microphone, hold on. Probably he can answer. Now you can hear what he done. By the way, this power bank is yours for asking the question.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have the answer to what I did. I mean, what I did was I ran something in RAM, in PowerShell. I never touched disk. So you would have to check RAM, extract memory, and then do some analysis. There's a free tool called Volatility that you can use. There are other tools that you can use. The other thing that you can see is if you look from the outside of that computer, you can check network traffic. The only problem is I made him connect to my server in Azure, registered on the domain mssecure.cloudapp.net, and I connected over port 443. So you have to like think about whether or not that would be bad traffic in your network. So the only real solution to this is to be proactive. The second one is if you expect or if you suspect something's happening, then either you reformat that hard drive or you start checking RAM. That's reality right now, and I think people they trust antivirus software and stuff. If you don't believe me, bring your laptop, log on.
Please, come now.
I'll put this USB stick in your computer.
Anybody is
and
volunteer?
I will prove to you that I will own it. I don't care what antivirus you have outside this session. So I'm going to be here if you really want to see it.
We can do it live.
Seeing is believing.
Anybody will keen? Please come. Marcus, can you come to here, please? Let's connect. Come on, Marcus, again, please. You too, man. Marcus. We connect her straight to Surface. Here we go.
Are you doing this to your own session, Ardal?
Yes.
Okay.
So can you please log into your computer?
Okay.
Are you
Is this
connected
a risk?
wireless? Beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna let you log in first.
Are you mad?
Can you please? So let's see. Oh, okay. I'm not.
If you're running a Mac, you're protected. This is a Windows
One second,
formatted
please.
thing. Not saying Mac is better. I didn't. She's running Windows 10?
She forgot her password, by the way.
If it runs on Windows 10, that's.
All right.
This is a true story. We built this one yesterday. So this one didn't exist before yesterday morning.
Is this your desktop, ma'am? What's your name? Amy. All right, that's Amy's desktop.
Well, are you using a US keyboard?
Yes.
Good.
So,
Okay, Surface, I don't use this. I'm gonna.
just plug a USB.
This,
Actually,
wait, I'm gonna see if my platform is up. Wait, I have to stage my platform.
Do you mind if I remove the keyboard to make it easier?
Erdal, you're gonna owe me for this. You know,
Always.
I usually charge a lot of money by the hour. Control C. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I don't know what to
being
use that
brave,
word. I'm out of my comfort zone right now. That's why I'm doing all this. Okay, put it in there.
All right.
So this,
I don't know if you noticed in the background.
what I'm doing here, now it's done. Now this computer is compromised, hopefully. Do you have internet, by the way? That's a good question. Is it online?
It was.
Yeah, now it's hacked actually. So I'll tell you right away. Give me a second. I'm going to interact with your session. Interact 1. Wait, I'm misspelling stuff.
So, well, can I browse the computer, or you can
No,
browse
you
your computer?
don't do anything. Just
Okay.
wait. I don't want you to mess up things more than you've done already. Are you a member of the Corp VOA domain?
She's,
Yes, you're going to have to speak out loud so they believe you.
Yes.
Is your user account ACASTO? Yes, okay, wait, I'm not done yet. Should I? What else can I do? Do you want to know what your boyfriend's? No, just kidding. Do you want me to show the pictures you have in your? No.
just
Okay.
open the webcam, please.
What do you want me to do? You want me to see your screen, or it's like I'm a little bit uncomfortable because this could actually be illegal. I don't care about an Australian dude, but she's from the US, so this could be bad for me, my future career.
I got inbuilt protection.
I do have a few witnesses here that can kind of confirm. I'm going to record your desktop, and then I'm going to quit doing this stuff. So now you can play with the screen if you want it, because whatever you're doing on the screen will be recorded. Any keystroke you send, I can record them too. The interesting thing here is that there is nothing that ever touched the hard drive. This is running completely in RAM. Do you have antivirus on your computer?
Do you got antivirus in your computer? Yes.
Yes, she has antivirus. Do I know you from before? No. Good. Sorry. I don't know. Sometimes I don't remember. I party a lot. Just kidding. But the thing is, I mean, the USB stick was not a USB stick. It was actually a keyboard emulation hardware. So I sent keystroke that utilized PowerShell. I sent in an encoded command. What it did was it went up on the internet to a server of mine, hosted in Azure to make the traffic look legit, downloaded a function that it put in RAM directly. So it didn't put it on disk. And it used that function within PowerShell to inject shellcode right into memory. And it actually installed a fairly well-known or very well-known Trojan called Meterpreter, a Metasploit Trojan. But since it's running directly in RAM and since it never touched disk, the antivirus can never see it. It actually runs inside the PowerShell process.
As you can see.
So, yeah, that's my computer. Well, actually, it's Hassan's. I did this from Hassan's computer. I'm not stupid enough to do
It's Microsoft, it's on Azure.
Yeah, it's on Azure. So that's her username, password. I'm running Screen Spy. You can actually, if you double-click the loot directory to your left, the loot directory on your left there, if you double-click it and you check the most recent date, no, that was when I hacked you. Or no, were you surfing to his site?
Yeah, he went to his website.
I went to my blog. She's a fan of me, you know?
Yeah, okay, you were surfing to site, or I don't know.
That's okay. Can you turn
Doesn't
the
really
webcam
matter.
so we can show people?
Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up because I think you need to get your session back,
Yeah.
to be honest. But I mean, this is running as a regular user. So you don't have to be a local admin in order to record keystrokes, record the screen, use the webcam if you want to, or anything. So I think that's food for thought, really.
Do the webcam.
I can try to do the webcam, but I'm going to get off stage because this is...
No, we need to show it.
Quickly. So please smile. Thousands of people are watching you.
I don't know what webcam she has. It could not be compatible, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to wait it out. I don't care. No, it's not working, I think.
That's okay.
Who cares?
Thank you very much. For being brave, I'll give you this too. Thank you. And back to the questions, please. Sorry, I couldn't hear the question. Can we get the microphone, please? Yeah, I can. It's your script. It's your script. It's your script. You answer it. Look, the basic answer which I'm going to tell.
Do you know the answer?
Yes, but
Then you give them the answer.
so what is happening here? So he sends an encrypted code. So in many cases, it's going to go through anyway. So I got antivirus. I got firewall. It's still going through, but it's your code. You better say
Okay,
no.
to your question, this is about PowerShell. That's nothing to do with a hack. You can always bypass execution policy if you set the execution policy to bypass when you run a script. So there's no security feature built into PowerShell. It will prevent me from running just straight PowerShell. Actually, I'm not running a script. I'm just running PowerShell straight, like from the command line. So,
And there is at the moment nothing which is checking the PowerShell. Correct me if I'm wrong. So PowerShell is being trusted at the moment, and that's why none of the antivirus is at the moment checking what's going on in the PowerShell. I give this example as for being the old VB script. Last night we were talking with Hussein, remember? Until one day they said, oh, VB script is dangerous. I think with PowerShell 4 now we see this is dangerous. I see a friend in the microphone. Please go ahead.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for everything so far. Had a question. Obviously, this is a presentation on technological measures, but I think all of us have to support users who have varying degrees of computer literacy. And I'm just wondering, how important do you feel it is to perform user education, security education?
I think that's the most important thing, and that's what I was trying to do here. I mean, I was trying to...
But for the rank and file of our users.
Education is, I think, the biggest issue. I think we all have some issues to pass the message to the end users. And I believe this is really, really, really important. And I hope someone will do something for that.
Thank you.
From a level of effort perspective,
Yeah, next.
once you've identified an endpoint's been compromised, can it ever be trusted again?
Good question, actually. There is always, I would definitely start from scratch. And as long as you learn from what was and how it was compromised. So, there is a saying, if you fall forward, then that's something good. So we humans, we always, if we are today in 2015 and we have all this technology, it's because we learn from the past. Microsoft works like this as well. Do you want me to remind you, ME, Vista, 8? That's yours, by the way. Thank you. Who else asked the question? Was you? This way?
So from going back to catching some of this stuff that's just coming straight over the internet, let's say you have a corporately signed man-in-the-middle SSL, so you can do some DPI on stuff. How many of these exploits are built off of common toolkits that you could get some decent heuristics and catch it on the wire, and how much is bespoke stuff that you would never have a chance of catching? I'm asking anyone who knows.
Yeah, we can answer the question. Most of these applications are written as Hussein said, like Mimikatz, Powersploit, or Metasploit, or any other tools. And the problem is, it's written in a way that you bypass with human mistakes. So if I didn't double-click that PowerPoint yesterday, this is not going to be the issue. You going to say something?
Well, if you want the answer to your question.
Yes.
Then, it depends. Of course, you could have configuration that says if you are not allowed to terminate SSL, you will break it. But as long as you can do, your banking errands or anything that requires a client certificate, you allow it. If I'm on your network and I can do direct access over HTTPS or something that is strict, that will not allow any man in the middle, if that works, then malware will work as well.
Yeah, no, corporately we man-in-the-middle everything going out to SSL.
So if you do that, if you really do that,
yeah,
then you will break SSL. Then it's about, if I accept that you man-in-the-middle it, it's a question of whether or not you can interpret that as bad. So it depends on what I'm sending. If I'm sending zeros and ones, are you necessarily going to mark that as, or flag that as dangerous? I mean, I can encrypt and encode it underneath SSL as well, right?
That's true, yeah, you can
So it really depends.
encapsulate as many times as you
It
want.
depends on how sophisticated I want to become.
Yeah.
But of course, you'll probably find vanilla Metasploit if you do it that way. But I mean, I can always create my own VPN and my own encryption as the next level or layer.
It's always,
always
the
comes
next
down to
level, and that's what I was
sophistication
trying to
of
say.
the hacker,
Sophistication
yeah.
of this.
All right.
Thank you. That's
Thank
yours?
you. Oh, thank you.
Hey, as a CISO, what metric are you doing to measure that you're doing your job? And what do you roll up to your board to release funding?
Funding? Oh. So what you can do is probably somehow you have to show that, like, it usually happens, most of the CEOs or CFOs will approve it after the stuff hit the fan, right?
Yes.
So if you can demonstrate it in a way, to convince them, I'm pretty sure they will approve it, if they have the budget, of course. What I usually do, okay, I mean, just 2 weeks ago, I was in Saudi Arabia, in a customer who had difficulties to get the approval. I done a couple of these demos. Guess what? Budget was approved. By the way, this is yours. One more question, because we have last 2 minutes. For the ones that didn't take anything, if you go to, if you come, I will still give you some present. I don't have anything left, but I will arrange you something. Yes, sir.
Are there any defenses in Windows 10 and software-based defenses like this that can help mitigate the risk of actual embedding code into hardware, such as the hacking of the manufacturing processes?
We talked about what is coming in Windows 10, okay? I didn't went into details because product team is presenting themselves. Windows 10 has many, Hassan told about one as well, many new stuff into it, but I think this hack will also work on Windows 10 because Marcus hack worked in a PowerShell level, and it was, so there is nothing at the moment which checks that code because he did encrypt that code. I don't know if you noticed in the screen, later when you watch the recording, it was encrypted. And it did not trigger anything any of the antiviruses. I'm not showing the antiviruses, but I can assure you I'm using a few of them, okay? And it has nothing to do with the antivirus level anyway. It is how it sends the message and how it's triggered. So if you don't, so the best mitigation here is do not accept anything from you don't trust. Don't. If you really want to do something, have your test station, test it there, trigger the action, look what's going on, what kind of traffic has been sent. You can always open Task Manager at the background or, a Process Explorer for these internals. Then, or see the network traffic. I'm pretty sure this is generating some sort of traffic which you can trigger. Yeah, one more question, then I think, no, we're cutting off here. I'm gonna cut here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to evaluate the session. I will be here to answer the question. Thank you very much.